That is where all those boats are coming from. We do bear a very heavy responsibility for what's happened.
Should we then not help them and let them in?
I would redivert foreign aid, EU contributions. I would send money to help people in those countries. I would send the Royal Navy, or what's left of it, to the Mediterranean to try and stop people from drowning. But the real decision here is, what do the Italians and Greeks do? If they say, we're quite happy to accept anybody that comes, then probably over the next couple of years, millions of people will come. And I think, listen to the Australian Prime Minister, because they've faced similar problems. I think those people should be treated humanely, but they have to be sent back to where they've come from, because if they don't, you could see an absolute tidal wave of people that Southern Europe, frankly, can't cope with.
But how do you actually control the people that have come under the UKIP umbrella? Because we had this situation with this, where somebody who's standing as a candidate actually retweeted something which called these people floating voters. Now, that's disgusting. How do you control this element? How do you? Because you can't.
I tell you what's remarkable. One UKIP person retweets something that's in pretty poor taste, and it's a story.
But it happens again and again, Nigel. It happens all the time.
Every single week, we get councillors from the Lib, Lab, Con who go to prison for racial assault, paedophile charges, and that never gets a mention.
Oh, it does.
Barely gets a mention. And the reason is this. We are challenging the establishment. The establishment are scared of the UKIP, and they will pick up any indiscretion to try and paint us out to be a party full of bad people. It is not fair. It is not true. We are a party. Our only crime is that we're patriotic, we believe in the country, and we think it's about time working people were given an even break.
But a lot of people don't want to live in the sort of country that you're painting. A lot of people find that repellent.
Well, a country in which we give the poor and the people at the bottom a chance to earn more money, to get on in life, a country that is proud of itself, and a country that, like Australia, controls immigration sensibly, strikes me as being a rather common-sense place to live.
But it's isolating, though, again, don't you think? I mean, in this world, surely we should be reaching out to people rather than putting up barriers.
Well, precisely. I want us to re-engage with the Commonwealth. There are 54 countries in the Commonwealth, 2 billion people in the Commonwealth, countries like India and Australia that we're now cut off from because we've linked ourselves to our neighbours in Europe. So the answer is, let's be friends with Europe, let's trade with Europe, but not be governed by Brussels, and then we can re-establish relationships right across the world. Our vision is the one for the 21st century. The old EU model belongs to something that might have been relevant 50 years ago.